All right, so we are back. We're going to take a look at the AFC East. A division that's been pretty much run by the Patriots. The only other two teams to win it have been the Jets with Brett Favre and the Dolphins with the Wildcat innovation. So, Darian, looking at the AFC East, how does it play out? We kind of know how the top goes, so let's talk about it.
The fourth team in this division will be the Buffalo Bills. No shocker there. They haven't won a division title since 1999. That streak continues comfortably. I'm not sold on E.J. Manuel. He hasn't progressed like they hoped he would have.
We didn't play a lot of games last year.
He did miss a lot due to injury, but I mean, from what I've seen so far this year, he hasn't progressed like they wanted him to. They have the three-headed monster at running back with C.J. Spiller, Fred Jackson, and Bryce Brown, who they got from Philly this offseason. I don't think that's going to be enough. They will play solid defense. You know, Kyle Williams, and some of the guys they have on that defense, but it's not going to be
Watkins.
good enough.
Don't forget Sammy Watkins.
They lost the linebacker, the young
guy.
Kiko
Alonso.
Kiko Alonso. Yeah.
Tough loss.
Very tough loss. He's a very promising young linebacker. But they'll finish last in that division. I think the third place you'll have the New York Jets. I think they overachieved at 8-8 last year. And I feel like they'll probably hit 7-9, 8-8, around the same record, but they have a little more talent. Right? They have a little more talent this year. Chris Ivey, Chris Johnson, the combination of running back, Bilal Powell. They'll try to do the power run thing as well. They'll have a Rex Ryan aggressive style defense. They also have a very good D-line. Muhammad Wilkerson is an animal.
Yes.
They're one of the best D-lines in football as well.
Mm-hmm.
Their front seven as a whole is pretty good, but their secondary leaves a little bit to be desired.
And it's
they use corners. Dimitri Patterson's AWOL. I don't know what's going on with the Jets.
How do you? I don't
Dee Miller has ankle problems. I don't think they have. They probably
he wasn't
have one
very
healthy
good
corner.
last year either.
As a rookie, he wasn't,
no.
but he's looked very good this offseason. So there's hope for the young corner, but there's only one healthy corner on their roster right now.
Yeah.
So. That's never a good thing.
Not a passing league like it is.
Yeah, so I don't think that their defense will struggle out the gate a little bit. Geno Smith has looked like he's progressed. He had a very good end of last year, and he's starting this year looking the same as last year.
I think Mike Vick's going to help him.
Yeah, so I think he'll bring an element to the offense, but I don't think he'll just be a clipboard backup.
Yeah.
I think he'll have some plays. So 7-9 is about where I see them finishing. I think Tannehill will take a step forward, and the Dolphins will finish second place. I don't think they'll make the playoffs, but I do think they'll be an improved team this year. I think Lamar Miller and Noshawn Moreno, that combination should increase the run game. They improved their offensive line. They added some secondary pieces, but they're still not really good in the secondary. They also have a good D-line. Cameron Wake, those guys get after the quarterback at the pass rush. So they'll finish second probably by a good 4, maybe even 4.5, 5 games, 5, something like that to the Patriots. Because the Patriots just run away with this division every year. I'm not even going to get into the Revis and the Brandon Browner and
everything they did.
Everything that they added this offseason. Plus the receivers getting back. Gronk is starting.
I think he's going to be healthy.
He'll be relatively healthy. I think he'll play at least 12 games this year. And Brady to Gronk is a dangerous combination.
Brady to anybody's dangerous.
True. Edelman is Edelman. He's a solid catch. He has good hands.
He catches the ball. He gets open.
Yeah. Short route type receiver. I don't think they have a deep threat on the roster. If Danny Amendola can stay healthy, that'll help their offense great.
That's a big if.
That's a very big if. And if Steven really can hold on to the football, that would help them too. But they're still going to run away with it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, New England will be at the top. So I'll start at the bottom. The Bills, like you said, I mean, there's a nucleus there. I like what they've done. They got E.J. Manuel, Sammy Watkins. I love Sammy Watkins. He can do a lot of things. Great hands, great speed. He can do a lot of things. So I like what they're doing there, like you said, the 300 running back. So it's getting better. So the solid defense, good weapons on offense. If E.J. Manuel progresses, and he looked okay last year. He looked
couple games.
He looked like a decent, he was picked 17th. I mean, it didn't look like a bad pick, like a lot of people thought it might be. So if he continues to grow, they'll be a pretty good team, probably around 6 or 7 wins. And I think it'll be a really close, actually, 3-way battle for second in this division. I have the Dolphins at third, just because I actually like the Jets. I think they might finish 9-7. I like what they're doing. The defense is really good. Rex Ryan is always going to bring you that. And I think they got better on offense. And like I said, it wouldn't be an overachievement for them to be 8-8 this year. So they could finish 9-7, I think, which is good enough to finish second in this division. I think everything's there for them to be second. So I like the Dolphins. I mean, there's 3 teams right there that are getting better. But they're just not good enough to hang with New England.
Who you trust more, Tannehill or Geno Smith?
Ryan Tannehill.
That's why I picked the Dolphins.
Yeah, but
Second
I
is
trust the Jets
Defense.
defense a lot more than I trust a lot of defenses in the league, even the playoff teams. So
Really quick, fourth will be the Buffalo Bills. I like a lot EJ May. I think they're about a 6-win team. Yet again, maybe 7. The defensive secondary needs some improvement still. Third, New York Jets. I like Geno Smith. I think they're about a 500 team. Will Trying still have a job next year? We'll wait and see. It is New York. They love the headlines rather than
he
wins.
did earn it. He did earn to be back this year.
He had a great coaching
Yeah,
job
I
last
mean,
year.
yeah, for them to be 8-8 was a
Absolutely.
shock. I thought they were
Absolutely.
going to be terrible.
Second, I think Tannehill does make a big step. Philman hasn't been what we thought as a coach, but I think it's going to be a big year for him. Offensive line should be solidified. Brett Grimes in the secondary. Cameron Wake rushing the passer. But when you look first place, Bill Belichick, what can we say? Tom Brady
How do you guys feel about the Logan Mankins trade?
will yet to be desired.
Yeah, like we saw what they did when they had Gronk and Aaron Hernandez. So I don't think. I mean, and like you said, you trust Bill Belichick, and so
Good point.
you can't. I don't think you can hate it.
And
I don't know if you can
they
hate
said
it.
this Tim right guy might be okay. Quick sidebar: Jimmy Garoppolo has looked good in the preseason.
Very good. He will
Yeah,
never see the
Granted,
field.
he won't see the field no time soon. Just wanted to throw it out there. He looks good,
He
so it
did.
looks like
Ryan
Mallet.
Mallett, isn't he still there?
Mallet may be
They
traded.
may be looking
They're
to
throwing
get rid
around.
of
Oh,
him
yeah, that's. I mean, but they
That's
said there's a
maybe a pickup.
competition for the backup.
because Garoppolo has looked that good.
Because Mallet had looked really
Yeah,
good as their
Mallet's
backup.
Yeah,
They have a lot of
that's-
options.
but
Yeah.
Garoppolo looks even better.
And the
Yeah.
Patriots look primed to go back to the AFC Championship game yet again and get back to the Super Bowl and get over the hump.
Mhm.
So AFC East,
They improved that secondary greatly.
Browner and Reeves, we didn't even talk about that.
Yeah,
Still
they're,
having McCourty back there.
they're a legitimate Super Bowl contender this year.
Will Fork,
I didn't
those
think
guys.
they were last year. They
Chandler
are this year.
Jones will be in the running for 15 sacks this year.
Chandler
Probably one of the
Jones
leaders.
is a beast up front. I think he led them with 12 sacks last
He'll
year.
get 12 to 15
He'll
again.
probably do
I
Still
that.
have Ninkovich, Mayo coming back healthy.
We talked about Revis and Browner real quick, but I think one thing that I think is overlooked with them is they're going to be a lot hungrier than they've ever been. Browner coming off the suspension and everything. You know, he's got a bad rep right now. And Darrell Revis he's
Here
hungry.
Richard
He wants to
He's
prove he's still
hungry
the
to
best.
shut Richard
Yeah,
Sherman
he
up.
is.
And I don't think that'll ever happen. But Darrell Revis is going to try, and he's good enough to do it.
Re-signing Patrick Chung, some of the guys that are
Mhm.
Patriots. I think they'll be good. LaFell, good signing. Tompkins. You just have some good receivers there. Gronk will be. I think he might play every game, honestly.
I think
he'll be
I
fine.
think sometimes guys like Sam Bradford, he's a flower. He gets hurt. What can you do? But I think Gronk, I mean, he's a big guy. He just plays with a lot of contact, and you're going to get hurt
And
sometimes.
now they might have
So
another tight end.
16 might be tough, but 12 to 14, and he's there for the playoffs. I don't think you can ask for more for everything he does.
And they have
I think he's the best. I think he's better than Jimmy
grounded and
Graham.
pounded more the past few years, taking the ball out of Tom Brady's hands,
Yeah,
keeping it fresh, not being predictable. So when it gets to
I
playoffs,
think Gronk is more complete than Jimmy Graham because he also blocks. Jimmy
Yeah.
Graham is just
Yeah.
a pass catcher.
Jimmy Graham. I
he's
mean,
just
I
a
would,
receiver, really.
Basically.
if Gronk stayed healthy, I would take Gronk. But today, if you ask me, I'd take
I
Jimmy
mean,
Graham.
Gronk is
because he's in
tough.
the
You know
playoffs.
he's not going to get scared in big moments
Yeah.
like we saw with Jimmy Graham with the Seahawks. So we'll be interested to see how the AFC East, if the Patriots' dominance can continue. We'll be right back.